But I will say, I'm wearing a lime green shirt with pink hot lips on it, and I'm currently wearing a hot pink ski mask.
Damn, that's wild. I'm wearing black on black on black like I normally do, and the only thing that's like different about me right now is my mouth is salivating because I'm editing some photos of a private hibachi chef.
Oh shit. Yeah, that's so for those of you listening, we had no idea that we were going to be doing this podcast until like maybe I don't know. It's 7:16 right now where I'm at. So like 6:30 we were like, "Hey, like let's podcast it up." Or I think you know what? I think you replied to something on Twitter to me.
Yeah, I think I hit the Twitter feed pretty hard on that one. I was needing a break while Google Drive was importing quite a bit of photos from last night's you know, adventure.
Yeah. So I mean, we have a few things we're going to talk about. Who knows where it's going to go, but that one thing was that interests me that you're doing photos for like a hibachi chef.
That interested you more than anything?
Well, I mean, the tour thing is cool. I mean, like I can appreciate that for sure. I mean, but that's like nothing. That's not anything new though.
Yeah, that's not really anything out of the ordinary. I definitely will say that I am stoked to go out on the road with the Word Alive regardless. But yeah, no. So we had that a Cars Comedy and Cuisine party at the car shop September 18th, and that was my first time tasting mac and noodles hibachi. And
That's
homeboy
the name of
literally,
the hibachi. That's like the name.
yeah, Mac Noodles at Mac Noodles Hibachi on IG. And homeboy just we got to talking. I couldn't stop eating his food that night, especially when it was all you can eat fucking fried rice. Excuse my language,
Ooh.
but holy hell, that was so tasty. Homeboy's got like this crazy little garlic butter mixture that he makes. It's like, ooh, top shelf, top shelf.
Damn, dude. So how did you get hooked up with that? Like it's like you I'm sure it's a homie now, of course.
Yeah, no. So I met we the moment we announced the Cars Comedy and Cuisine show, we both immediately started following each other. Like it was just kind of one of those things. Oh, hey, we're on the same event. We're working the same thing. Let's, what's popping? What's good? What's happening? What's up?
What's
And what's popping? But next thing you know, after the event, we ended up getting to talking, and homeboy was just like, "Yo, I need some website photos. I need some flyer photos. I need some menu photos. Like I need it all, and I have a feeling you can help me with that." So
hell yeah, dude.
we ended up flipping a hibachi grill sideways to get it into the elevator and brought it up to the studio. Yeah,
Wait,
let me
are
send you
are
this.
you kidding me?
No, I'm dead serious.
Dude, that's
We
sick.
brought it. We brought a hibachi grill to the studio.
How does that even
So
work? Those things aren't those massive?
let me send you. I'm sending it all right now. Where's that? D Todd, right there. The
Dude,
young GERKY.
wait, hold on. Don't you still have my old camera?
Yeah, Gerks is in retirement. I bring him out every now and then. Gerks the third is still in my possession though. That one I had to keep the name going.
All right, so for people that either haven't heard the very first episode we've done, because I'm sure we've probably talked about it. Um, my camera, my first full frame camera was a Canon. Was it 5D Mark One?
Yeah, technically it's not even considered a mark.
Isn't
It's
it just
technically the,
OG,
the 5D classic is what they call it now.
the 5D classic? Hey, I wonder. I might have to like eventually when it does shit the bed. I
Well, it technically did, bro. Do you not remember all the problems that I went through being the last person in the US, well, technically worldwide, that was I went through the last 9 mirror boxes in existence for that camera.
damn.
Yeah. Like Canon finally like called me one day and they're like, "Hey bro, we actually can't fix this anymore."
Because we don't.
And I was like,
Yeah.
"Wait, what?" And they're like, "Well, we know you paid for it and we know that well, fuck, we can uh we can give you $500 off a 5D Mark III if you want." And I was just like, "Are you
Oh
kidding?"
shit.
And after a little bit of, working things out, I ended up picking up the 5D Mark III, and they gave me like a year or 2 years free of Canon Pro services, which that was extra tight, getting camera
Oh, for
cleanings all the time.
sure.
Oh yeah, baby. Give me those sharp, crisp images.
Oh
But
yeah.
but no, yeah, the Gerks the third or Gerks Classic is is sitting in one of my road cases. Not, I wouldn't say collecting dust, being waiting for the right moment because it actually, as a digital camera, has a light leak of its own.
I remember you telling me about that for sure. For sure. And that was sick. Um, but like I was gonna say, for the people that don't know what we're talking about, I mean, obviously we're talking about a camera, Canon Mark. I mean, 5D, just the OG 5D. That was my first full frame camera, and I mean that put me through a lot of tours. I don't know how many tours, but like it was at the very very beginning of my touring career, and eventually I had to kind of upgrade and just get rid of it. And well, you came and you bought it from me. I think you
Nope,
got it.
nope,
What?
nope,
Gave it. Wait, what?
nope, nope.
What?
You sold it to Isley.
I did?
You sold it to Isley.
Oh.
Isley picked it up when you we were all living together at the Dude Mansion, and
Oh.
I think it was a year later he couldn't do the New Year's party that we were always throwing. So he goes, "Hey, last minute, hey bro, I'm not sure I can do that party anymore." I was like, why can't we party tonight? It's New
Mhm.
Year's. We always throw a massive party. What's going on with the Rage Fest?" And he goes, "No, no, no. I don't want anybody to be mad at me, but I booked a wedding a while ago and just didn't tell anybody." And my initial thought, instead of being like, "Damn, no more Rage Fest," I basically was just like, "Yo, can you have a second shooter? Like, I don't want my homie to be alone with like
Yeah.
random people that he doesn't know on New Year's." And I mean, shit, I was kind of curious about cameras at that point, anyways. So I think we borrowed Christian Gonzalez, aka Sad Boy.
Oh, for
I
sure.
think we borrowed his 7D, and that was the camera that I used for the wedding. I think I had like 24 hours to like learn what the settings were and how to like maneuver them. And then I was on location for shooting this wedding where Isley stuck me with the groom. He took the bride, and we just got through. Ended up the wedding party enjoyed 80% of my photos. So
Yeah.
Isley was like, "Yo, bro, like I'm pretty sure you kind of can, you know something about this shit.
Yeah.
Maybe you should expand on it." And another story later, which was Billy Barber handing me a random, I think it was like a Nikon D3000. I don't know, something. I'm not familiar with Nikon
If
models
it's
at all.
Nikon, it's trash.
And yeah, that's how I feel. I'm gonna be real.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I'm
I'll
just
be
saying
quoted for that.
for any of you out there listening that rocks a Nikon, you suck. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, I appreciate it. My One of my good buddies from back home, he used to he might still actually rock a no, he's Sony now, but he used to have a Nikon forever. He used to bug him to shit about it. But no shade on Nikon. I just like, Canon versus Nikon, and then Sony is in the corner jerking off to video.
Yeah, kind of, kind of really. But basically, homeboy gave me like a starter camera, and then from there after my first Warped Tour shooting photo, which was, I think was 14. Um, Isley hit me up randomly and was like, "Hey, bro, don't want to be that guy, but I felt bad about this, and I made kind of a couple bucks off that wedding. I know I never paid you, so I upgraded to another camera. You should take this 5D off of me."
Not
And just
okay.
handed me a 5D and let me go run with it. And that's how I ended up. It went from you on tour shooting all your photos and whatnot to
Hmm.
Isley, and that got him through all the paper alligator stuff with Jeffrey and everybody like that. And then it got into my possession and went back out on tour.
Damn. I didn't know that. But you know what?
Gert,
I will say I did mix that up. The thing that I did sell you was the that Zeiss 50 mil.
oh, bro, I still use that daily. I can't live without that
Dude,
lens.
that thing is a tank.
Do you want to know what's funny? I was actually just talking with my homegirl about it the other day. She picked me up in Florida, in Orlando. I think it was at the Beacham the day you sent that out to me because I had to go pick it up from a UPS
I
or yeah,
yeah.
UPS facility that was literally giving me like the worst runaround to try and get this lens. It was painful. And it was funny because she actually asked me the other day, she's like, uh, what what lens is that? I've never heard of that company. And I was like, wait a minute, you drove me to go pick this up. I thought I already explained this. That's crazy. That's tight. That's crazy. Full circle. But yeah, no. So the Carl Zeiss, the Canon 5D, uh, both a beautiful combo together.
I'm gonna say though, when that OG GERKY actually bites the dust, I might have to buy it off you to frame it or put it on a shelf
Mm,
or or we
I
do
I
something.
was definitely thinking the best plan of action for that is that it needs to go up in a studio space
Okay.
somewhere
All right.
between you, me, and Isley, and it needs to be framed, and it needs to have your favorite photo you took with it, my
Mm,
favorite photo
I
I
like
took
that.
with it, and Isley's favorite photo he took with it.
I like that.
That's the only fair agreement on that,
I
in my
dig it.
opinion.
And just for context, people that are wondering why we are calling it GERKY is that's one of the nicknames. GERKY is one of the nicknames that I got from the Mice and Men boys. And then I used to have like a it was like a reddish orange piece of like gaff on the top, and I wrote GERKY, and it was there for geez, I don't know, long enough to where like the edges were starting to turn black and like tear like kind of like peeling itself off.
A little curl over.
Yeah, a little curl over, you know. So, but dude, I'm so glad that it's still, you know, popping off, taking images, and I feel like I saw you post like a photo or something on social, like Instagram, like a story where I could have sworn, oh, you know what, the 5D Mark III. I mean, it all kind of looks the same. So I don't know if it was that, but I don't know
I'm confused.
what.
I was like, wait, I'm confused.
No, I was saying I feel like I saw you post something the other day where it was like a photo
Oh,
of a
with
camera
Gertz?
and it looked like it could have been, well, GERKY.
I mean,
It could have been. I don't
like I
know.
said, regardless, there's Gertz the third now. But
Hibachi. I saw the photo.
dude, so you know how big that grill is.
Well, not only is it's big, it's probably heavy as hell, but I can appreciate. I thought you just brought it into the studio just to have it in the studio, but like you had it on like, you know, the backdrop and everything. Like you did some like legit photo shoot or video stuff, huh?
Both, actually. I had the homeboy Ed Ponce. Homeboy kills it with everything he touches too, and he's also gracious enough to let me work out of his paper drop studio. And honestly, it's got that cool, dope, open window loft vibe. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
sick. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Big. So, but he's always been willing to let to rent the studio space out to me, and he actually was there when at the Cars Comedy and Cuisine event and had Hibachi himself and was just like, dude, this is tasty, bro. And that's when I was like, well, yo, he's gonna be in the studio, bro. And the funniest part was we both hit up our phone book and we're like, yo, we know we can't eat all this food by ourselves.
Yeah.
Like let's hit all the homies up in Santa Ana and see who can pull up, who can help us eat this shit. And I mean, they don't even need to be like filming or anything. Just sit in the corner, do your thing. You don't need to be on camera. Bump some music in the office, and while we're in the studio shooting away, once you hear the ding ding ding, come get the plate. Come grab some A5 Wagyu. Come grab some fucking some filet mignon. You know, hit that ribeye hard. There's a fat piece of, well, I shouldn't say fat because there was no fat on that, but some bomb salmon.
Okay.
That went crazy. Honestly, the like butteriest, like smoothest, like oof taste that you can get. And then homeboy did scallops and shrimpies. You know, gotta hit the scrimps.
I hit the scrimps.
And then he fried up, or is it fried up? Yeah, that's technically fried.
Fried what?
Um, grill? No, that's grilled zucchini, grilled onions.
Yeah. Okay.
What else did he throw? Oh, and then a big old honking thing of fucking fried rice.
Did he do the onion volcano?
We wanted to do the onion volcano, but we actually weren't sure if the studio fire alarm would go off with that.
Fair enough.
That
Fair
was the
enough.
only thing we didn't do. But homeboy definitely was throwing his utensils around, having a good time. Throwing cups of fried rice at, like across one hand to the other,
Damn.
like from one bowl to the other too. That was fun. Yeah, I'm very stoked to look at Ed's footage because I had him doing video the whole time while I shot photo the entire time.
So
And
I'm looking forward to it too. And I might have to make sure that like after I watch it, I have like my Grubhub or Postmates or whatever like queued up, ready to go so I can order some myself because like it's gonna make me hungry for sure. I already know it.
oh, absolutely. And like oh man, dude, he had some like crazy. It was like a mustard sauce,
Hmm. Is it like that
and
spicy
like
like Asian mustard?
kinda, but I don't know how to explain it. All I know is
Is
I
it
I dunked every bit of everything in that
because
and was in love.
I think that mustard that I mean, I'm guessing I think it's mustard with horseradish.
Is that it? That's crazy because I normally don't like
I could be
horseradish at
wrong.
all.
I could be very, very wrong, but like I'm pretty sure that's what it is. But I don't know what you're talking about. But like whenever you go to like some
Oh my God, I
Asian
just
or
got to the
something,
salmon photos.
you just what?
Sorry, I just got to the salmon photos and my mouth
Oh
literally
man,
just
dude.
dropped.
Dude, I have to be in the mood for salmon. I gotta say, like, I love salmon, but like, I gotta be in the mood for it.
Honestly, I've got to be in the mood for any type of meat other than chicken. Chicken is like my MLB be all. Like, sorry, vegans, I can't give that up. I will eat all the vegan food all day, but chicken, I can't leave that out of my
So,
diet.
okay, well,
Um,
what's your favorite way to have like if you had to pin, or you know what, if we can be fair here, I'll make it easy. Maybe your top three in no order, like your favorite like way to have chicken.
well, that's easy because I go to Kaizen enough. Um, Chicken karaage, chicken wings, and like grilled chicken.
What was the first thing that you said?
Chicken karaage,
What is that?
Japanese fried chicken. It's like little nuggets.
Ooh, ooh,
Yeah, yeah. That's the only way I'll have like fried chicken now.
interesting.
I don't. I'm very like very much on my health grind again. Like, cause like I said, I think the last time I talked to you, dude, we should go do the check back of what I weighed because low key, I'm now at around like 204,
I was
205.
gonna say, man,
And
I've been seeing your photos. Like you look good, man.
the only reason why I don't look good is that little incident that I'm not gonna speak of that might have involved a scooter.
Wait, why aren't you gonna talk about it? Because, well, for one, you look badass. You also half of your face looked like one of those Rorschach tests.
Oh my God. Somebody said it looked like moon phases.
What the? I mean, you don't have to talk about it if you don't want to, but like, I'm
No,
not.
I'm gonna leave it low key because I'm not gonna throw shade at them. But there was just a little incident where I ended up face planting at 20 miles an hour.
Oh, see, I mean that's all.
And
I mean, you don't have to like say anyone's name or whatever or
oh
what
yeah,
brand or
no.
whatever. I'm just asking like what happened. So like describe the scene. You don't have
6 hours of getting my neck tattooed
to.
and then leaving on a scooter. And as this is probably at like 2 a.m. too. Um,
Okay.
as I went basically down like a little ramp to get onto like the street, uh, the front brake went off at full speed and just impacted, hit the ground, and it was lights out. Like no, I don't remember anything. So things happen. It is what it is. They're paying for everything, so that's why I'm definitely not throwing shade. But yeah,
Oh yeah.
face is definitely gonna be looking better in no time. But yeah, aside from that, even if we have to bleep that whole thing out,
Well, you didn't. There was no name said. We're good.
yeah, as long as it keeps the flow. But yeah, fucking what was I talking about?
Eating shit.
Well, before you shit, we were talking about something else, and then you were like, "Well, what happened with that?" Oh, face losing weight, bro. Yeah,
Oh yeah,
bro.
yeah, 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 yeah. Sorry.
When in July, beginning of July, July 2nd was the date that I started like getting back on in my fitness and like really caring about my body and getting everything straight. Dude, I was at 248. So to be literally a little over 40 40 pounds
Dude, that's
down
insane.
is it feels incredible.
Dude, I
And
bet.
I can tell you that once the face is cleared up, I'm definitely gonna be modeling more, getting back into
Woo.
that whole swing, actually having, you know, that actually inspired bringing back Native Giants as like a clothing line as well.
Well,
So
wasn't that one of the banger? Wasn't that your neck tat?
yeah, I actually got my logo tattooed on my neck and on my face.
That's
So I
some
think,
dedication
hey,
for sure.
who else am I?
But I just want to say like congrats on the the weight loss. It's insane. I'm super proud of you because I mean like I've been with you for geez so long. Like I remember one of the
10
photos we
years.
took
It's
at
10 years.
yeah at 10 years. I mean
It's
I remember a photo we took in front of Isley's, in front of the was it the Mercedes or something like that, and we had Hawaiian shirts
oh my
on. And
God.
I mean, obviously, I was a skinny little bitch, but like not a little chunky, dude. But like now, you're looking like a fucking you're doing
Um,
modeling shit, bro. I'm happy for you. I'm really stoked.
bro, it's crazy because that was like I think that was my largest I ever was when we were like all living in the dude house.
Man, and that's probably the lightest I've ever been.
Hey, we were both at our craziest. Now we're just at a nice happy
Well,
medium, so
damn.
we're good.
I gotta say, it's very inspiring because, like, I know we're on like kind of, I mean, different. I mean, it's hard to say when it comes to fitness and weight loss, and because there's always the thing with body composition and genetics and whatnot. But it's like it's
Oh,
harder.
absolutely.
Like I honestly think right now I'm at least like 230 at least. So
Dog.
to me to get down
This-
to where you're at right now, like it's and hearing that you're doing that and that's where you're at, and like you're obviously nowhere near done is definitely inspiring because I definitely will say the last maybe week and a half has been a struggle getting in the gym. I mean, food poisoning and yada yada yada, but it's
Yeah.
been it's been a struggle. But hearing you talk about that and obviously seeing your progress, it's very, very inspiring because lately it's been very hard to get back in the gym.
Well, thank you, bro. And
Of
dog,
course.
it's definitely one of those things where like no, the number is only just exactly what that is. It's a number. Like
Yeah.
I was tripping because one of my boys that like wants me to get in and start doing like bodybuilding with him.
Hmm.
He's like he just posted a photo on IG I think like 2 days ago and was like, yeah, hitting that 225 right now. And I was like, bro, how you're two what? And then like looking at it, it's just he's straight muscles. That's
That is
one
weird.
big old piece of meat.
that is one thing that's hard to get kind of by, like, when you're trying to lose weight, but you're also, like, gaining muscle, it's kind of a hard trick on the brain because 'cause you're like the scale will maybe dip one day and then, like, you check a few days later or a week later and, like, maybe you're the same or you weigh a little bit more, but it's like you have to account for, I mean, there's a lot of things you have to account for, but, like, building muscle, like, that shit's dense. Like, you have to account for that, and it's always hard. I mean, I struggle with that a lot.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely, I know right now my whole plan was try and get down to 195. And then from there, then I'm going to get into the gym and start building up all these pools and see what happens.
Hell yeah, dude. So, like, what's your, I mean, before we move on to the other thing, because I wanna talk a little bit about, like, your goals and whatnot for this coming up tour with, The Word Alive. What's your kinda, like, I mean, do you have a goal in mind of maybe either how you wanna look or, like, maybe goals of how much you wanna lift for certain things? Or, like, what do you kinda have planned out for yourself?
Not at all, to be honest. I kind
Nothing?
of like, I know it's weird to say because most people go into
No, no,
this
no,
like
no.
having big goals. The only goal that I had was I wanted to get back down. I wanted to see if I could go from being feeling large, and especially after a quarantine,
Mhm.
to I wanted to feel good about myself. I wanted to feel like I could go out and communicate and talk with people and not feel gross because I felt sweaty, greasy, and weird at all times, and it felt like I had to have a couple of drinks in me in order to be able to communicate with people. But now it's one of those things that like last night I went out to one of the most like poppin' bars in downtown Orlando and didn't have a single drink. I was drinking water all night and just taking photo, hanging out with my friends that I hadn't
That's
seen in
awesome.
forever. And it's like I don't know. Like sometimes I want to drink, sometimes I don't. I mean, hell, you get me, catch me at Kaizen, I'll definitely be
Y
drinking some sake.
Ooh, yeah. Ooh, ooh.
Either that or Lamson's gonna be hitting me with a little hit of Mexican sake, aka some tequila. But but aside from that, yeah, I don't know. I never really had a goal in mind because I didn't want to like pressure myself knowing I still had to work and I still wanted to be able to get myself up and do whatever I needed to exercise every day.
Yeah.
So, um, I guess more of my what I would say is a routine is I'm up by like 8 a.m. out or 7:30, 7:45, out the door by 8 a.m., 8 a.m. to about 10 a.m. I'm just walking and jogging. It's just nonstop. Get that momentum in there. By the time I'm done, it's normally between 5 and 7 miles.
Nice, dude.
So yeah, at that point, I'm just all right. Come back to the crib, shower, get everything ready, get to the computer, start editing, or get to the computer and start getting everything going. Because normally by that time, nobody else is still getting up. Like they're just getting up and getting their day going.
Yeah, definitely. So, I mean, guess overall, like, I mean, obviously before you start doing your weightlifting, I mean, it's just your kind of goal or without even kind of setting a goal is to just be just healthier and being able to like going out and enjoying your, your sake or your Mexican sake and, all the food that you enjoy without the guilt because
Tequila.
tequila. Like you want to be able to be healthy, that a healthy baseline. So like going out and having fun and having drinks or, binging on some nice like Mexican food or sushi or whatever you want to do, you can do that because, you put the work in, you're doing good, like you're not just being a slob. Like I feel you.
Oh my God, this fried rice. The timing on that. Sorry. I just see a big mountain of fried rice in this photo, and I'm like, oh man, I want that right
Okay.
now. But no, absolutely. It definitely comes down to like being able to have more of a calorie bank account, essentially. Like after doing that workout, I definitely can, oh hey, I want to go hit Kaizen again today. I want udon noodle. I want some fried rice. I want this. And like yeah, that's the other thing. I with my diet in particular, I definitely got rid of almost every bit of cheese and dairy in my life. Like I don't
Ooh.
think maybe aside from like a random, drunken Frosty or, I don't know, what's it called, a McFlurry?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
like, you got to have one of those every now and
Little
then to keep
treats. Little
yourself smile.
treats.
Yeah, a little
Cuz
smiling.
because like I feel like well for me, especially when I'm in like, my which I'm about to like starting Monday, like I'm back on my stuff, like I'm going to be writing down my workouts, like eating healthier, doing much better with it, limiting,
Yeah, you used to do that a
booze.
lot, actually.
Yeah, I mean, the whole move kind of switched things around. It's been hard, but like and especially being like sick the other, 2 days, like
Oh,
that
yeah.
just screwed me over, but like I don't know, like it's having that like discipline, of obviously going to the gym, doing your work, and also, eating well, but also you have to have that like that equal balance of, well, you know what? I still would like to enjoy myself. Like I want to eat the things that I would like to eat. I want to cook the things, I want to have the drinks, I still want to have fun, but also, I mean, I'm still going to put in the work.
That's what I'm saying. That calorie bank account is the best way to look at it. How much are you putting in and how much are you taking out?
Respect. Cuz I know we could talk about this for a lot longer. Um I haven't even eaten dinner yet, but I want to ask you about the tour. I'm excited. I'm stoked. One, because I get to see some crazy ass shit. I've definitely seen the stuff you've been doing with. I mean, I saw you post, or well, actually, I saw Zach post some photos from the Word Alive. Zach, right?
Yeah, Zach and Telly both were
Yeah.
in studio with Eric Ron the other day. I don't know if I'm actually, yeah, I think I'm definitely allowed to say that. They were posting about it. But yeah, they decided to hit me up, and Zach was just like, "Yo, bro, I'm in LA." I was like, "Oh, no way." He goes, "Yeah, what's your next couple days looking like?" And I actually had a couple days off, so I was like, "Yo, does the boy have a bunk or what?" And they pulled up, hung out in the studio for 3 days, and just knocked out as much content as we could. I actually just imported my Black Magic cards today,
Okay.
and I got to start editing the video. But we got some goodies coming to the Word Alive Patreon coming up here
Oh
shortly.
shit, that's sick, dude.
Um, Yes, sir. The Patreon and the website are definitely going to be a big focus for them, trying to get like their fan base back on point with what they're up to and what's going on with the next era. So, um, but yeah, came out, hung out, shot a bunch of photos, started getting some more of those moving photos going. Really loving those things still.
Oh yeah,
So, yeah, Loopsy still shouting them out because
yeah.
damn, they
That's
helping
sick.
me out. They changed their interface and kind of did, that whole thing that Facebook, MySpace, everybody else did, where it takes, two or three tries for them to get it right. But yo, regardless, you're still killing it.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, they enjoyed what was going on with all the photo stuff, and Telly, pulled me aside and just, hey, bro, really enjoy what you're doing. I'd really like to bring you out on the road and just it seems like it's been time. We've all toured together for how long? Not
Yeah.
not together in the same rig, but similar tours or Warp Tour stuff like that. I know I definitely have fallen asleep on their bus and like missed bus call in my own bus. So I know like they've definitely taken care of me at certain points, getting me to the next venue. But like
Oh yeah, good dudes.
never was it anything more than just a slumber party.
Oh well, dude, that's
Now
what a
now
tour is.
Well, I'm talking like the tour slumber party where you go stay on your homie's bus instead.
Yeah.
Like if you were
Oh,
with
for sure.
Amias and you decided you want to go stay with Will that day, you know what I mean? Like
Oh,
that
there's
vibe?
been times for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
So yeah, the Word Alive would have been one of those bands that I did that a couple times.
yeah. So going into this tour, what's kind of like? I mean, I know you have your new set of skills. Newer equipment. I mean, obviously you've learned a lot over. I mean, geez, even just this year. But like,
Honestly, even the last six
I
months.
mean, even 6 months, 2 months. I mean, probably this last week you've probably learned some crazy shit. But like, is there kind of like a maybe a goal? Goal is too strong of a word, but is there some things that you are like, this is what I kind of want to achieve? Because there's so many people out there right now that are doing photo video on tour, and it's always everyone. I mean, it's a select group. There's not a lot of people out there, but we all know their names if they came up in conversation. But like, is there like a new thing that you're like, all right, get ready. I'm coming on tour. Shit's gonna go online and you're gonna see it. What's that gonna be like?
I don't know, because like yeah, I say I don't know, but I know.
It's weird though. You
um,
do, but you don't. Like it when when it comes to you and you film that show or first few shows, like then you're like, oh, I already know. What's up?
well, first off, it's kind of crazy because this is going to be my first tour back on the road since prior to quarantine. And actually, this is my the last tour I did was in 2018, and that was the last We Car tour I had done.
Okay.
So it's been a hot minute, and
Yeah.
I'm ready to get out there. The last time I was out on the road, I think I even had to fly home to work on a music video at that point because I was starting to get busier. But this time is going to be a little different because I'm still running, email sales for a manufacturing company, getting, stations booked and invoices out for that. And then same thing, I'm still pushing the car vinyl shop and getting the vinyl company out there.
Yeah.
So between running all that, I'm also, going to be shooting photo. I want, I don't need, I want to be doing a portrait set almost every day with each,
Okay.
at least one member a day. So each
Damn.
member can get their specific photos.
That's cool.
And then I want to uh do my normal one photo per member as far as stage goes, one for the full band. Catch as much video as possible, doing a weekly recap video instead of like a daily, because I really can't do the daily
Oh,
thing. I don't know
daily
how
is
some of these
insane.
videographers I don't know how some of these videographers do it, but yo, props to all you fools.
Dude, I had to do that with
So
when I was on tour with In This Moment. I had to do a video every day, and I mean I enjoy it. They're a great band. It was hard though. It was hard. Not on anyone's fault but my own. It was just it's a lot of work. It's straight up
it's
a
not
lot
on
of work.
anybody else's fault but my computer.
Oh, well that too. I feel you. It's a lot of work for yourself and
Yeah,
the computer.
if I had a tower computer out on tour, hell yeah, we're definitely gonna get some work done with that PC. But
Mhm.
is there a road case that I'm gonna shove my PC in and bring it with me?
Oh, for
No.
sure. Yeah.
Like you gonna pay that couple hundred just for me to fly a road case out? No.
No.
All right. Well, let's keep that moving. But no, yeah. I definitely am trying to get, instead of it being the one photo per member type thing, I want one moving photo per
Oh,
member for the band. And then I need the crowd interaction photo, whether it be when the
okay.
crowd's putting up their lights, stuff like that, just to show that it's a good show and give the vibe of what we were actually playing to, not just what from the perspective of playing
Yeah.
being played to, sorry. um but yeah, so I think really trying to focus on getting those moving photos correct and making sure that they move smoothly, they're um not blur edged, because
Mhm.
like I've seen a lot of edge blur on some of these photos. Really just trying to dial it in that way, and then like I said, just getting that weekly video. I'm trying to get enough content where I can actually do like a YouTube video at the end that we can put out, that's more of a tour doc,
Okay.
maybe all the weekly snippets or just little moments from that type thing.
I dig it.
Yeah, I'm just trying to have fun, bro. Just trying to get out there, enjoy the world again, and create. That's my biggest thing. I'm just trying to make some art. So who knows? Maybe you'll catch me at a Walmart picking up a photo frame and uploading some of these moving photos to it and calling it an NFT frame.
Yee. Hell yeah, dude.
Sheesh.
Um, I think this is a good time to close us out. especially because, well, for one, I still have to eat dinner. Two, I have to pee so bad. Um, and what you just said was great, and then I just ruin it with what I just said. Um, where can so the tour, everything that you're doing, like, where do you want people to go and check that shit out?
All right. So for all the peeps that are in the Midwest, the South, and on the East Coast, the Word Alive and Starset will be hitting you guys between October 27th and December 18th. So check the dates at wearethewordalive.com or, on their Instagram. They all have posted the flyer. I'll be throwing mine in the highlight reel on my IG at nativegiants.com. Oh, at Native Giants. And yeah,
Sweet. I'll
so
I'll definitely put links in the show notes, whatever you want to call it. Obviously, so people can just go click, so they don't have to go and listen to what you just said because I already forgot.
Geezer.
Yes, sir. Well, dude, obviously, always a pleasure talking to you, and I love that it was such a spur of the moment, and this was a banger of an episode. But I love you, dude, and I'm so glad you're doing well. Especially, I mean, the creative world, your physical and just mental well-being. It's amazing. I'm stoked, and it's very inspiring, and I'm ready to go out and crush it because of
Well,
you. So
well, thank you, bro. It's always a pleasure hanging with you. It's always good getting on a call with you, and it's always fun editing some photos with you, especially when it's so salivating. I'll have to send you these things later.
please do.
It seems, seeing as this has been a lot of the highlight of the show today, it seems like you kind of need to wait for some of these moving photos to go up with this.
All right. I mean, hopefully that's
And
soon
I'm gonna
because
get,
I don't want to wait to
oh, I'm
put
gonna
this
get
thing
them
up.
for you tonight, bro.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna
All
get
right.
those for you tonight,
All
bro.
right.
Come on, we fast as fuck, boy. We
We
fast as fuck,
fast as fuck,
boy.
boy. Alrighty, bro. I love you. Take care. Be safe in Florida. And let's talk soon. Keep me updated.
Yo, if I become Florida man, you can't say anything.
All right, bro.
Mind your business.
All right. Peace, bro.
Do it.
Do it.
Later.
Later.
Peace.
The Daily Podcast.